minute can open your eyes. One book can open your world. Knowledge gives you power. Read and rise higher. 9R Tree. Better life begins in a book.
Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to 9R Tree's podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book. Ageless Memory by Lorayne is a friendly and practical manual for sharpening recall at any age. Drawing on decades of teaching and showmanship, Lorayne distills core principles into simple habits anyone can use immediately. Instead of abstract brain theory, he gives concrete steps for remembering names, everyday details, lists, numbers, and ideas, built on attention, association, and imagination. Each technique is explained clearly, then applied to daily situations like meeting new people, managing appointments, studying, and giving talks. The tone is encouraging and brisk, with examples that invite practice rather than intimidation. Lorayne insists memory is a skill, not a mystery, and he shows how to train it through vivid pictures, logical order, and quick reviews. Whether you want to reduce absent-minded errors or perform impressive feats of recall, this book provides a prescription you can follow today. The result is a portable toolbox for a sharper mind that continues to improve with use. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, build the memory mindset. Attention, intention, and association. Lorayne starts by proving that better memory is not luck. It is a trained response built on 3 pillars. First is attention. Most forgetting begins before storage, so he teaches short drills that heighten observation, such as pausing to notice one striking detail in a person, place, or idea. Second is intention. You tell your mind to remember by setting a clear mini-goal at the moment of intake, such as, I will recall this room number when I return from lunch. That deliberate prompt primes recall. Third is association, the engine that makes facts stick. Because the brain loves pictures and meaning, you connect the new item to something you already know using a vivid, even humorous image. Lorayne shows how exaggeration, action, and color make the image memorable, and how a 10-second mental replay locks it in. He also introduces quick reviews at widening intervals to consolidate memory without rote drudgery. Together, these habits convert passive noticing into active encoding you can rely on all day. Secondly, names and faces that stay with you. Remembering names is the signature Lorayne skill, and he breaks it down into a repeatable process. Look and listen with purpose as you meet the person, making genuine eye contact while hearing the name clearly. If needed, ask for a repeat, then say the name out loud in a natural sentence to confirm it. Next, find a feature you can mentally exaggerate, such as distinctive hair, eyebrows, or smile. Convert the name into a picture using a sound-alike or substitute word when needed. For example, mason may become a masonry trowel, and green may become a bright green ribbon. Now link the name picture to the feature with a short, fun action image that sits on the face, not floating away. Review the scene once or twice during the conversation and again as you leave. Lorayne includes strategies for multiple introductions, group settings, and similar-sounding names, plus ways to recall last names hours later by reactivating the face feature and replaying the image association. Thirdly, lists, errands, and daily details with link and peg systems. For everyday productivity, Lorayne teaches 2 workhorse methods. The link method builds a quick story that connects items in sequence. You take item 1 and make it collide or interact vividly with item 2, then 2 with 3, and so on. The absurd action glues the chain so you can recall forward and backward. This is ideal for shopping, steps in a task, or travel packing. The peg system adds numbered hooks, so you can retrieve items by position without rereading notes. Lorayne shows classic numbered pegs and how to attach any item to a peg using an exaggerated visual. Need to remember that the 3rd agenda item is budget review, and the 7th is client call. You attach a money picture to peg 3 and a ringing phone to peg 7. Because the pegs stay constant, you can add, remove, or rearrange items and still recall by number. He also covers using these tools to remember medications, appointments, and multi-step procedures with calm confidence. Fourthly, numbers, dates, and data using the phonetic number system. Long numbers can feel slippery, so Lorayne equips you with the phonetic number system, a powerful code that converts digits to consonant sounds. By turning numbers into concrete words and images, you gain instant hooks for recall. You can memorize phone numbers, addresses, birthdays, and key metrics by forming one or two striking pictures and linking them, or by placing them on pegs for ordered access. Lorayne explains how to create flexible word choices so you can tailor the image to the context and make it vivid. He shows shortcuts for everyday use, such as chunking and rhythmic grouping, and how to attach dates to historical facts or business milestones so they no longer fade. The same approach works for passwords and pins, with an emphasis on security through meaningful but private images. With a bit of practice, what once looked like a wall of digits becomes a story you can see and therefore remember on demand. Lastly, remember what you read, hear, and plan to say. Lorayne extends his techniques to learning and communication. To retain reading, he suggests a purpose pass to ask what you need, then active conversion of key points into pictures and links as you go. You pause to form a quick image for each main idea and connect it to prior knowledge, then review at the chapter break. For lectures and meetings, you listen for keywords and build a mental outline using pegs or a simple room path so points stay in order. Preparing a speech, you do not memorize sentences. You fix the structure by pegging your key points, add a few strong images for transitions or quotes, and then speak naturally while your pegs guide you. He also addresses common absent-minded slips like losing keys or missing tasks by installing deliberate cues, such as linking the action to a loud mental picture at the moment you set the item down. The outcome is calm recall without reliance on scattered scraps of paper. In conclusion, Ageless memory is ideal for lifelong learners, students, professionals, entrepreneurs, and older adults who want practical ways to stay mentally sharp. It suits busy readers because every chapter leads to immediate action, and the methods scale from quick errands to complex projects. You gain social ease by recalling names, productivity by handling lists and appointments mentally, and confidence by presenting ideas without notes. The benefits ripple into every area of life, from fewer everyday mistakes to stronger credibility and rapport. Choose this book over generic brain training guides because Lorayne focuses on proven techniques, distilled through decades of live teaching, with clear examples and no filler. You do not need special apps or long study sessions. 10 minutes of daily practice builds a habit you can trust. If you want results you can feel this week, from sharper focus to impressive recall on demand, this is the most direct and enjoyable path to a better memory. If you would like to support Lorayne, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.
1 minute can open your eyes. One book can open your world. Knowledge gives you power, read and rise higher. 9 or tree, better life be